What's Right Writers. So today I'm going to be talking about writing song lyrics. I know that some of us either want to write lyrics or do write song lyrics, so today I'm going to talk about how it works for me, and perhaps some of what I say may be helpful and useful for you too. So where do we start? For some people, lyrics form easily in their heads, and it's just a case of writing them down, getting them from the head onto paper, onto the page. For others, it may need some more thought and thinking about, and for many of us, it's probably a mix of both. I've written song lyrics from when I was a child, and generally the lyrics would come to me when something important, joyful, sad, for me quite often sad things, that had happened to me or in the world. I'd get a line that would come into my head and it would just sort of like flow from there. And I have to confess that I am a sad songwriter, as in a writer of sad songs, not a sad person who is a songwriter. I try to write cheerful songs, but they never quite make the grade for me. Even my comedy songs for my character Nicola Goth the Gother are sad and dark and gothic. My favourite one, and the one I perform most often, is called Dark and Bleak. Google it. It's out there somewhere. Nicola Goth the Goth, Dark and Bleak. Cheerful little ditty. I still keep having a go at cheerful songs though, so find styles that suit you, but continue to play around with ones that you find more challenging. That's how we grow and develop our skills as writers in any form, and that includes songwriting. Here are a couple of ways of getting started. Turn a non-lyric into a lyric. So find a short piece of writing, less than 100 words, letters in newspapers or magazines, or very short articles, even ads are a good length. It could also be the text of a flyer or something from a poster or flyer, places like bus stops where people post things up. Or the instructions that are always printed on something that doesn't actually need instructions, like a box of cereal or a bottle of shampoo or bubble bath, for instance. Adjust the line breaks in the piece of writing to make it more poetic. Then find a key phrase or two to repeat and you have your chorus. So I went and had a look in my cupboards and fridge, found a carton of apple juice, and the instructions, guidance on the side of it, were store in a cool, dry place, best served chilled, shake well before serving, once opened store upright in a refrigerator, and consume within 4 days. Best before, see top of carton. So I came up with this. I started with the beginning, and that kind of turned into a chorus for me. So I'm not going to sing it. I haven't got a tune in my head yet. You may find that you have a tune come into your head once you start writing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Store, oh store, oh store, 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 in a cool, dry place. Yes, store in a cool, dry place. I say store in a cool, dry place. First one. Best, best, yes, best. Best served chilled, so chilled, oh so chilled, just chill, yeah. Now why don't you shake well, shake it good. Before serving like you know you want to, serving like you know you should. Store, oh store, oh store, 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 in a cool, dry place. Yes, store in a cool, dry place. I say store in a cool, dry place. Verse 2, store in the refrigerator like you know you wanna, and consume within 4 days, not more days, just 4 days. Know what I mean? For best before, see the top of the carton. Is this real or is it all just a dream? Store, oh store, store, in a cool, dry place. Yes, store in a cool, dry place. I say store in a cool, dry place. There you go. Bit of a tune come at the end. So once you've got the basic song, you can play around with it, change the words, have fun. It is a really fun and useful starting point with a song, so that you can end up with the words that you want. And did a tune come into your head while writing? If not, don't worry. If it did, maybe record it on your phone so you can come back to it. Sometimes I'll get tunes in my head and I'll think, oh, I really like that. But if I don't record it and go off and do something else, I've forgotten it by the time I come back to actually sing it again. So I always record it, even if I decide it's like really rubbish, it doesn't work. It's worth doing, it gives you a starting point. If you're anything like me, once you've gone off to do something else, it has a habit of just fading from memory. Another great way of writing and getting started with songwriting and writing creative lyrics is to write alongside your favourite songwriter or songwriters. So what do I mean? Take the lyrics from a song you love. Actually, it can be quite a good exercise to take the lyrics from a song you hate as well. So try both, see what works for you. Print them out or write them down and then cross out every other line. Where you've crossed those lines out, insert your own lyrics. You have the original lines before and after to help you with rhythm, rhyme and content. Try and find a whole variety of different types of songs. Sad, happy. I struggle with the happy, I like sad songs, but I do try happy ones. Songs from musicals, ballads, rock songs, all whatever. Try a whole range of varieties. Once you've replaced the alternate lines, go back and replace the remaining original lines with your own. Once you've done that, read it aloud to yourself and try and read it with some rhythm. See if any melody comes to you. You've got yourself an original song right there, written by you. If you don't play an instrument, try and sing your song a cappella. Just see what comes to you. Again, enjoy it, have fun. If you do play any instruments, try a few chords or scale runs and again, see what comes to you. So I play a bit of piano, guitar, ukulele and recorder, mess around a bit on harmonica. But I find working collaboratively with my husband, who is a musician, or music or friends, that it's often a lovely way to work together. So I might put a few chords to a song myself, or I might give them the lyrics and they put a melody to it, or they give me a melody and I write the lyrics to that melody. So I can either write the lyrics first and then the tunes thereafter, or the other way around. It's a really creative way of working. You can do both and it's really rewarding. If you look on our Ludimi channel, where you're watching this, you'll see 3 very different songs that I wrote and performed using all those methods. Never Too Late, where my friend and colleague Nadeem sent me a tune he composed and then I wrote the lyrics to that. Frankly My Dear, where I wrote the words and then my husband put the music to it. We performed that together. And Evie's song, where I did what I suggested above. I just sang it a cappella. I messed around with tunes in my head, recorded them, deleted them, played around until there was something that for me worked for that particular song. So keep writing, keep playing around with words, humming little melodies in your head, however it works for you. Send anything to me that you'd like to share. You know what to do. Right, I'm off to do some songwriting myself now. I am determined to write that happy song someday. So watch this space. See you next time.